Okay! I have to remember all the voices that I was doing for characters, which is terrifying. Like, holy fuck, we have 12 pieces of evidence today? That's so much. Okay, begin trial. Second trial, here we go. I know from the document that there are 3 killers, however I can't admit that I've seen this document. There's those rival arms dealers who have both been supplying weapons to someone. Maybe they're supplying to separate people. And there's definitely a conspiracy going on. Time to figure this out. Alright, day 4 trial. You're gathered here today for the second trial of Fludge Mister for the murder of Springtrap. Is the defense ready? As always, Your Honor. And the prosecution. Yup, let's start the trial. So what have we learned since last trial? Well, I found 2 arms dealers living out in the mountains north of Salesman-Bot City. They boast that they have supplied weapons to the people in the city. But who to? My notes here state that one of those arms dealers has gone missing and refused to come to court. And the others decided to show up to testify. So guard, bring them in.
Bingus, I'm an arms dealer.
Ain't that illegal?
Well, actually, my shop is located on ground where laws don't apply, so there's no punishment for me.
Do you think you're above the law or something?
In a way, yes I do, but I can talk about that later. Because right now I'm guessing I'm here to testify.
Indeed.
Then I'll get to it then.
Bingus and arms dealing.
Yeah, so at least a week ago I received a letter with the request. The request wanted a grenade launcher and some dimethylmercury. The request came with some money and the instruction to place an outdoor rock in the city. The grenade launcher can only be used by someone extremely strong due to its weight, so I doubt the buyer actually intended to use it.
Alright. Alright, then No. Stop. The fucking Persona music sends me every time. I don't know why. What? Why is he... Oh god, he's the Oh Princess voice. Oh Princess! He must have realized something. Oh crap, I forgot you were there. What do you think he's realized? No idea. I've never seen him get afraid like this before. I'm sorry, is there a problem? No, keep going. Alright, well, the defense, you may begin cross-examining. Alright, at least a week ago I received a letter with a request. Hold it! How'd you get the request? What did it look like?
Like all my requests, it's delivered during the night when I'm asleep, and in very dark spelling to hide their identity.
Can't someone just steal all your stuff whilst you're asleep? After all, there's no rules in the frozen waste you live in.
Well, I mean, they could, but...
Not a very good arms dealer, are we?
You have never been in the arms dealing business before. You can't speak on such matters.
Are you seriously flexing being an arms dealer? Crimes are not something to flex about. I've caught many arms dealers by luring them to court with false promises. So if you didn't live in the middle of nowhere, I would have locked you in the hell of prison by now.
Ah.
That other arms dealer must be 10 times better than you, idiot.
I am not an idiot. The other arms dealer is an idiot. He lives in a grimy sewer whilst I live in a deluxe cabin. As if I could ever make such a mistake as live in a dirty sewer. Never, never! I swear he hates me and wants to take me down. I just couldn't prove it. He's covered his tracks. He got that idiot at the coffee shop to lie for him. You think this is something? You think this is bad? This chicanery? He's done worse. The public toilet incident, for example. Are you telling me another man just happened to walk in on me pissing? No, he orchestrated it. Floppa! He screwed my parents into debt! And I saved him, and I shouldn't have. I bring more visitors looking for wares to the frozen waste. What was I thinking? He'll never change. He'll never change! Ever since he was 9, always the same. Couldn't keep his hands out of the cash drawer. But not our Floppa. Couldn't be precious Floppa. Seeing them blind, and he gets to be an arms dealer? What a sick joke. I should have stopped him when I had the chance. And... Ugh. My bad, guys.
Quest won a grenade launcher and some dimethylmercury. Hold it! What is the extent of the things you sell?
Well, I sell ray guns, extreme drugs. I also do specialize in selling secret information.
Oh, like what?
I have some major dirt on Chimp Lab. I can say it here in this court for free if you... Oh, never mind.
The hard cut is so fucking good. The hard cut is so fucking good. I didn't even click that, it just did it. Oh my god. Quest, give us some money and the instruction place it under a rock in the city. I forgot I have to, like, I'm gonna have to do something with this after. I'd say calling that place a city is a bit of a stretch. What rock was it? I may recognize it.
Oh, well, it was by the entrance sign. Weather was clear, if not a bit foggy.
Yeah, it's always foggy. Living there must be miserable. Well, I will have you know that it's not Yeah, I'm not starting this argument. Let's get back to the testimony. What is this music? Did I hear, like, operatic scatting? Grenade launcher can only be used by someone extremely strong to its weight, so I doubt the buyer actually tend to use it. How heavy?
Like, you would have to be the strongest man alive just to pull the trigger. I suspect someone bought it just to show it off.
Has anyone been showing off their rocket launcher lately? Of course not. That would be preposterous and illegal. Okay, that's it. Shit. God, I don't even remember what we've got. Arms dealer, Floppa, sold silenced machine gun to someone unknown. We got the beer cans from the drinking spot. Bingus's supply of the dimethylmercury and grenade launcher. The razor for the poison. The second body was Fire and the King. The rankings. Crabboy can go invisible. The hospital was destroyed, so we don't know how Springtrap died. Max and Mr. Golds are friends now, which is apparently evidence. Class of document. Document by the Chimp Lab CEO in the bunker that states the murderer had at least 3 killers, which we can't use. Mr. Monkey versus Senior Gorilla. Not evidence, I'm just writing this down here so I can check it out later. And the Frozen Waste, the great expanse of a snowy forest that is the primary way people get to the Great Forest of the Maxwells City, okay. I don't suppose the destroyed hospital would be evidence of the grenade launcher because they blew it up, right? That's probably not right? Oh fuck, I got it! Shit, okay. Bro. Clearly it was used. Why else would the hospital just randomly explode?
But, no normal man could ever wield that rocket launcher.
Objection! No, the hospital explosion was caused by a gas leak or something. The grenade launcher is irrelevant. Objection! The poison ordered from a mysterious buyer was found on a razor nearby the hospital. That gives us clear connection between the hospital and the grenade launcher, if it wasn't already clear enough. Nuh-uh! Well, maybe the grenade launcher didn't come with any grenades.
It came with enough grenades to destroy the hospital and then some.
Fuck! Shit! Well, we both know where this is going. We do? I will get to the point. As much as I don't want to. Just get the pain over and done with. And ask you, who is the killer based on what we just talked about? Oh my god, what? Who is the killer who used the grenade launcher? Oh no. I mean, Mr. Gold's always saying he's the strongest man alive. So if we're gonna go by that, it could be him. Let's try Mr. Gold. Objection! Well, if the grenade launcher is really that heavy, then the only person who could have used it would be the strongest man alive, trademark Mr. Gold. He was the one who ordered the weapons from Bingus. That would explain why Maxwell was acting up earlier. Because he realized Mr. Gold was the killer, but the two of them are friends. He's hiding! Alright. Defense, if you can make a case for why Mr. Gold makes more sense as a killer than Fudge Mister, then I will be forced to declare Fudge Mister not guilty. Alright, this is a way out. So, guard, bring in Mr. Gold. The fucking Yakuza character is so funny. So, anyone going to tell me why I was called here? You're being accused. Huh? Me? Please, Gold, tell me you didn't do it. Why, of course I didn't. Are you doubting me? This court is just making a mistake. And that's not a problem. Everyone makes mistakes. I mean, I have had more than my share. It's okay, because we're gonna repair it. We are friends. Yes, that's exactly why I want to make sure you're not the killer. Please prove to me you're not them. Well, I'm sorry, but isn't that your job? Yeah. Yeah! I'm the prosecution. I need to man up. Hell yeah, let's do this. Judge, let me do a testimony. I will fix this trial. I will make it better than it ever was. Sure. Okay, here we go. Golden Wise not the killer. survived to pee myself during the explosion. I was drinking at the bar. I went to the hospital after the explosion. And besides, what does this suit change? Wait, that's not Persona Man or Yakuza Man. What reason would I kill Springtrap? That was a bit vague. Well, that's because he wasn't involved with the murder, Your Honor. Yeah, we will see about that. The defense may begin cross-examination. Alright, so it's probably gonna be something about, he would have no reason, and we'll be like, well, you fucking did, idiot. Okay. During the explosion, I was drinking at the bar. Have you got any witnesses to prove this? The bar was as empty as can be. The wagon that usually takes people through the frozen waste of sales when Bot City was broken down. So all the visitors to the show couldn't make it. So do fans of the MMC have to go on a whole journey just to see the show? Yes, being in attendance for an event is a very exclusive thing. It's what gives the MMC its prestigious reputation. Although, if I'm being honest, it has gone down in recent years. And that's why it's my plan to bring its prestige back by defending this championship across the world. Not if I have anything to say about it. Bro, you're not making out of this courtroom. Yeah, what the gato said. You're not even Spanish. Why are you using Spanish words? Well, alright. I went to the hospital after the explosion. Yeah, but can you prove it? Can you disprove it? If no one ever saw something happen, did it really happen? If the outcome of something is never known, does it really exist? If you were to all die, would anyone care? No, get back to the trial. What reason would I kill Springtrap? Perhaps you simply don't like him. If I kill people I don't like, then you would be in the depths of hell right now. Do I have to remind you that I beat you? At the MMC 10th anniversary event and the co-main event? Well, since then, I have learned the ancient techniques of the special attack. Mr. Gold Blast. Great move that can annihilate anyone. No one else in the room other than me, the strongest man alive trademark, has such a power. 29 buried, 0 was found. That was another hard cut. I didn't do that. Okay, Springtrap was better than Mr. Gold. I would just say probably the fighter ranking. Yeah. Mr. Gold, would you kill someone for $1 million? Oh, is this one of those philosophical questions to test my intelligence? I'm no liar, so of course I would. Who wouldn't? $1 million is $1 million. And is it correct that you get a lot of money from being the champion? Yeah, I'm a millionaire because of it. They don't call me Mr. Gold for nothing. Why are you all looking at me like that? You just exposed yourself because you probably killed so you can get your hands on the championship and all the money that comes with it. You're the only person who could have used the rocket launcher. Why did he stab his hand? No, no, no! You asshole! You killed Springtrap! You always said if you killed, you would do it like a man with your fists. But no, you did it without trying with grenade launcher. You are no man. No, I'm still a man despite using a grenade launcher because... Wait, shit. I didn't use the grenade launcher in my life, bro. Ah! You cannot speak out against me. I am the locker room leader. Objection! You are a fool. Please, everyone, calm down. Remember, Springtrap was taken to the hospital after he became unresponsive. I'm sure Mr. Gold has a very good reason for blowing up the hospital, but the hospital being blown up is not the point right now. The point is that he is not the true killer, as Springtrap was dead before he was taken to the hospital. Whoever he was killed by in the first place is the person we should really be targeting. As much as I hate to say it, this isn't the case of who blew up the hospital and killed all those innocent people and made their loved ones cry. But rather, this is a case about who killed Springtrap. In the weapons delivery that Mr. Gold presumably ordered to get the launcher, there was also a poison. He could have used the poison to get Springtrap vulnerable into the hospital where he used the launcher to finish him off, just in case. Objection! Incorrect, buddy. Gold had no contact with Springtrap all night. In fact, the only person who could have interacted with him, applied the poison, would be you, Fludge Mister. During your fight with him, I bet you had the poison hiding up your ass. Objection! That is stupid on so many different levels. Well, how else could someone have interacted with him? No one was seen with him, so show us the evidence that says otherwise. It wouldn't be Craw Boy, was it? Would it? I mean, that would explain why we couldn't see him. But we're not accusing Craw Boy right now. Oh, it was. Okay. No one was seen with him, you say? That's not a problem. Just so happens that Resident Craw Boy can go invisible. Objection! What are you doing? I'm accusing Craw Boy. Surely he hasn't looked a little suspicious to you. No, he is not. He is my buddy. I know he wouldn't do such a thing. Maxwell said the exact same thing about Mr. Gold, and he ain't up a terrorist. I'd rather be pronounced guilty than see Craw Boy. Your client speaks the truth. Ha ha, they always break when the friends and family get involved. God, bring Craw Boy in here. Oh my god. I'm being accused, aren't I? I don't remember the voice I did for Craw Boy. It was kind of weird, wasn't it? I don't think I was able to stay consistent with it. But hey, what's a good hero's journey without the part where the hero has everyone turn on them? So how did I do it? Well, I think you worked with Mr. Gold and helped him by using your invisibility to poison Springtrap. Work with Mr. Gold? Why would I do that? Maybe you wanted to rise up the leaderboard with Mr. Gold? I'm more concerned with important things like justice. Hey, Fludge! What? If the defense here manages to get Craw Boy convicted, he's going to get sent away for a long time. It's one of the toughest prisons out there. Going there's pretty much an execution. So you better plead guilty or that's going to happen. Maxwell's trying to manipulate you. He's just salty over his friend Mr. Gold getting exposed. Please, just trust me to get through this. Testimony time. Craw Boy, please state why you're not the killer. Craw Boy on why he didn't do it. I see. Defending myself is rather difficult considering... What was my... I'm so bad at staying consistent with Craw Boy's voice over things. Defending myself is rather difficult considering my invisibility. But I assure you, I am someone who's very concerned for my community. I never hurt anyone unless they hurt one of us. That's simply painting my gift shop. I mean hideout all day and night during the murder. So, Fludge, is he telling the truth or not? I think he's telling the truth. Yeah, I agree. He is telling the truth and is not the killer. You, on the other hand, not so much. Slow down. We can cross-examine Fludge later. But right now, defense, you can begin the cross-examination. Good music. Defending myself is rather difficult considering my invisibility. Can you have more detail on your powers? And please don't turn invisible in court for safety reasons. Well, it all started one day when I found out I can do it on command. No idea why. How long ago did this start happening? And did you report this to anyone? Only person I told is my best friend Fludge. Why didn't you report this to the authorities? There isn't any authority in Salesman Bot City. That's why I stepped up to become the self-proclaimed bounty hunter. And take down all evil. Okay. Sure, you have someone very concerned for my community. Can you tell us a bit more about this community? Well, there's me, Fludge, Salesman Bot, Mr. Gold. There's Springtrap, Firen. You don't seem to know a lot about the people in your community. I'm new, okay? If you're new, then why are you calling yourself the town's bounty hunter? Seems like you're just forcing yourself into the community. Desperate for attention, are we? Fludge, back me up here. Oh no, Fludge. I never hurt anyone unless they hurt one of us. What is your threshold of being hurt? What are you on about? Well, some people see being called stupid as being hurt. Others don't take insults so personally. Well, I mean, someone wants to disrupt the community in a lethal way. I will be lethal back. Sounds like a skill issue. If I were you, I'd just mind my business. Okay. Simply painting my gift shop? I mean, hideout all day and night during the murder. In court, you can't lie, even about small things. So be honest, is it really a hideout or is it just your gift shop? It's both. My pride and glory. I had to keep it in shape, so that's why I was painting it. It was my requested item for the month. Requested item? You get to request an item from Salesman Bot each month in the monthly supplies. Dangerous weapons are banned. I personally choose tea every time. Gold chooses gym equipment, and Springtrap always gets beer. Sounds a little corrupt, don't you think? Okay. What's the problem? What's the problem? Unknown. If I kind of feel like maybe it has to do with the second body. I never hurt anyone unless they hurt one of us. Cause oh wait, shit, I didn't mean to do that. What is like what if it's like he killed Springtrap because Springtrap killed Fire and King, right? Got it. Well, Springtrap did hurt someone. In fact, he killed someone. Objection! Well, there's no proof Crabboy knew that. Objection! He said he was painting his gift shop. If you were to look at this map, you can see that Crabboy has direct line of sight to where Springtrap's kill was. He knew Springtrap killed Firen. The only reason he hasn't said that is because he's hiding something. Like, maybe he killed Springtrap as revenge. Perhaps to try and live up to his nickname of self-proclaimed bounty hunter. And conspired with Mr. Gold to do it. All he had to do was turn invisible, slap that poison onto the razor, and stab him. Well, Crabboy, speak up for yourself. Oh my god, he's spinning out of control! It's gonna take off! Oh! Oh my god! He's out cold. Well, looks like we have our killers. Objection! Wait! Fludgemister can still be the killer along with Mr. Gold and Crabboy. They could be like a trio of killers. That's a huge accusation to make, prosecutor. You're going to need to back it up with some big piece of evidence. It's now or never, Maxwell. Well, this classified document proves it. Within this document found in the Chimp Lab bunker, it shows Chimp Lab's investigation into the murder, which concludes that there are 3 killers. Chimp Lab has advanced tech and eyes everywhere. They never got anything wrong, so this is my proof. What the fuck is he doing? That document is classified. I didn't present it as doing so to reveal that I trespassed into the bunker and I'd get arrested. And consider it Chimp Lab we are talking about. Maybe I would have been assassinated. Just like Sir Monkey. And Maxwell seems to have also trespassed into the bunker and found it. But now he's actually presenting it. Has he got a death wish? Is he that desperate to win that he's putting his life on the line to win? Huh, where is this from? I took it from a Chimp Lab base. Yes, that's illegal, but it is evidence! We can worry about the logistics later and just for now accept it as evidence. Oh, well, if this was any other judge, they would immediately restart the trial and kick you out, but I want the truth, and if this is how we are going to do it, then so be it. Accept this as evidence. Ha! I got you. I have your little plan figured out. Crabboy has brought these weapons with the intent to use them someday. When he saw Springtrap kill Fire and he put his plan into action. Using his invisibility, he poisoned Springtrap, used Fludge as the scapegoat, and had Mr. Gold blow up the hospital just to be safe. Fludge allowed himself to become the main suspect because him and Crabboy are friends. How cute. This is flawless. My magnum opus trial win. I'm done for. Fludge. Crabboy, why? Crabboy? That's what you're concerned with right now? Everyone loses this trial. You and the others go to jail for being declared as the killers. I lose the trial. Maxwell goes to jail too for using illegal evidence. Hell, even the judge might be done for because he let Maxwell get away with his illegal evidence. We are all cooked! Also, Maxwell can live out his fantasy of being lone last win. Objection! Come on, emo, say something. I don't want to go down without a fight. Clap back! Let's do this! Need a little help? Let me ask you a question. Is there an alternative to Fludgemister being the third man? Oh. Oh. Boy. Salesman bot? Okay. This is a stretch, but salesman bot, that's who. Oh, why would that be, emo? Well, I'll bring him in here first. So, is it my turn to be accused? Yeah, I believe you used your power as the city's owner to take down Springtrap in one big elaborate plan. You are one of 2 people at the time who had the money to buy the weapons like a grenade launcher. The other person is the champion and victim, Springtrap. Speaking of championships, you could have convinced Mr. Gold to help you by giving him the championship. And you also could have easily used Crabboy's eagerness to rise up the ranks and become a bounty hunter to help him commit the murder. That's very cool, but you could make up a story like that about pretty much anyone. If I tried hard enough, I bet I can make up a very cool story for how Mr. Monkey is the killer. And that's your problem? You've got no evidence for Salesman Bot being the killer. Unlike Fludgemister, who has the evidence of being the only person who was seen with Springtrap. Where he was probably making sure everything ran smoothly according to Cowboy's murder plan. Document says there are 3 killers, and even if Salesman Bot was the mastermind behind the whole thing, he wouldn't count as a killer, simply the planner. Still illegal, yes, but that doesn't change the fact that Fludgemister was the 3rd killer. Well, I mean, Salesman Bot could have done a murder attempt of his own, which would have prompted whoever made the classified document to call him the 3rd killer. 2 questions, why and how. Mr. Gold had his rocket launcher and Crowboy has his invisibility, but Salesman Bot, he got nothing. Well, he could poison Springtrap as well, just like Crowboy. How could he have done that? Again, why and how? I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone by asking this. What piece of evidence shows how Salesman Bot poisoned Springtrap, and why he did this whole plan in the first place? Beer cans, because Springtrap was being too violent and he wanted him gone. Let's try that. Oh fuck, I got it, yeah. Yeah! The beer cans! They could have poisoned him with the beer cans using Crowboy's dimethylmercury. If he controls the town, then it'd be easy for him to do that. And he did because Springtrap is a liability to his image with his drinking habits and risking him winning the MMC championship was too much. Knowing firing him would probably result in Springtrap killing him in a drunken rage, just like he did with Firen. He decided to kill Springtrap and set up a whole plan to do it. All in an attempt to revive his dying business. Haha, there's an easy explanation for this. You see, Fuck! I do say that does sound more likely to Fludge simply killing because his friend told him to. I wouldn't know. Oh, I don't know. Oh, we are here. Ah! My glorious last trial, why? Salesman Bot, have you got a response to this? No, I don't. No comment. I think you have been watching too many movies. Maybe I did it, maybe I didn't. I'm not saying. But hey, could I interest you in this Mococoa drink? All natural cocoa beans from the upper slopes of Mount Nicaragua. No artificial sweeteners. That's one way of saying that you did it. Well, do any of your sidekicks have anything to say? Damn! Aha, you fools! You forgot my power to disappear. You'll never take me alive! Well, you ran away. You know, there was one question that's gone unanswered. Go on. Who actually did it? Salesman Bot poisoned him, Crowboy poisoned and wounded him with the razor, and Gold destroyed the hospital he was sent to when the poison kicked in. For the sake of the court and the truth, is there something we're forgetting that can tell us who actually did it? Well, we're forgetting that Bingus wasn't the only weapons supplier. So was Floppa, the other dealer. The one who sold Springtrap the gun he used to kill Firen. Springtrap's order from him also came as cyanide, a fast-acting poison used in suicides. Fludge. What do you want? Did Springtrap ever do anything suspicious or random in the match? Like put his finger in his mouth randomly or something? He did that exactly. And there we have it. So here's what happened. Springtrap was in a bad position in life. So much so that he killed a guy, Firen. Salesman Bot, instead of firing him, in fear from backlash from Springtrap and his friends, instead chose to kill him by ordering poison from Bingus and applying it to Springtrap's beer. Crowboy joined in on this plan, applying more poison to Springtrap whilst invisible in the arena. Crowboy mainly helping to avenge Firen and earn some respect points. Gold also joined in on this plan using a grenade launcher that Salesman Bot alongside the poison, and using it on the hospital that Springtrap was sent to. Despite all that, Springtrap was the killer all along. The toxic environment that Salesman Bot created in his city was too much for Springtrap. Alongside the gun that he bought from Floppa, he got cyanide, which he used during the fight. To end his life. Objection! Chimblab. What? Chimblab did this. Springtrap came to the city because he was obsessed with tracking down and killing the Chimblab CEO. He wanted revenge for the Chimblab massacre of killing his family or something like that. I don't work for them anymore. But I'm a former Chimp Lab CEO. I was scared he was gonna kill me, man, so I tried to scare him. Leaving death threats and notes at his doorstep, stealing his stuff subtly. All to make him go insane and leave town. He went insane alright, but he didn't leave town. I stopped messing with him in hopes he would get better, but it kept going. Someone else started sending him death threats and slowly messing with him. This someone is probably the current Chimp Lab CEO who was living under his nose the whole time in that bunker. I was too scared to tell him sorry. I thought he would see me as lesser. I didn't want to follow Salesman-Bot's plan, even with the championship as a reward. But when I saw Crop Boy gladly follow along, I felt pressured into joining. Emo, what you said earlier. You couldn't have said it better. Everybody loses. I just wish I could take things back to the start and choose a way that was less destructive. Fludge, mister, I can say with confidence that you were not guilty. It's been a rough trial, but now we can all go home. Court is adjourned. It's over. I don't feel any relief, though. Just sadness. Maxwell seems to have already left. I would have liked to have said my goodbyes. Actually, it seems like everyone has left the building. Have I just been standing here? We are locking up now. I'll give you 5 minutes. Hello. The end times are coming. The Subject 3 massacre is not over. We are still living it. We just don't realize. The Chimp Lab CEO is watching. You better run. You better take cover. Usually I'd call him crazy, but at this point... Oh, Fludge Mister. Oh yeah, Crop Boy. Don't worry, I'm over it. He was a bad guy. Still sucks losing a friend, though. I've been thinking. What the fuck is going on with this Chimp Lab thing? No idea. Doesn't seem like either of our business. Best thing we can do is just move on to the next case. Right. Also, can I join you? There's really not anywhere else for me to go. I don't see why not. And so ends case number 3. All I could think about on the ride home was what was I missing. The case was solved, but it still felt like it was just one small piece of something bigger. And I always told myself that when I found it, I would be satisfied with being a lawyer. Turned out, it only made things worse. Chapter 3 end. Chimp Lab. What is it? It began when Sir Monkey revealed he killed for a promotion at Chimp Lab. Then Terry warned me about them. And in my second case, the murder took place at a Chimp Lab base, with the motive of it being revenge for the bad things Chimp Lab has done. Specifically, something about a Chimp Lab massacre, and how the Chimp Lab CEO is really corrupt. I thought that was a one-off, that 2 of my cases were connected like that, but then it happened a 3rd time, with the actions of Chimp Lab and its CEO causing a butterfly effect that made the case 3 happen. And now it's time to figure out what the hell they are. Present day, 2028. Recommend a safety green now again. Alright. Maybe I should've listened to that. That's okay. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my god. Terry. Terry, wait! Oh my god, did they get Terry? Oh my god. No! Terry, no! No! Final chapter, the Chimp Lab massacre. They fucking got him! This is a story all about locker rooms. 4 years ago, in 2024. Hello. I am Maxwell, and this is my story now. The story of first trial. My father was the lawyer for this Chimp Lab organization, and he died in an incident at Chimp Lab. And now, Chimp Lab are being sued for this incident. And now I must follow my father's footsteps and become Chimp Lab's new lawyer and defend them from these allegations. There's no time to debate the morality of the situation, as I just wanted to get this over and done with. Kind of nervous. Here we are, the courthouse. He should be around here somewhere. Oh god. Howdy there, partner. This is the current CEO of Chimp Lab, Mr. Sad. The one who hired me. I hope you're ready to defend me in my company, because if you fail, I will fucking kill you. Courtroom is a wild place. Yeehaw. Haha, yeah. Mr. Sad says everything is same tone. Dirty hairy gorillas and parasites. Says everything is same tone. How do you do that? Can't tell if he's joking or not. So, are you like a cowboy? No. That was just an act I put on so I could have a unique introduction. Okay. I don't really know anything about this case. Could you, help me? Of course, young one. You see, I simply went on vacation and left my company in the hands of the previous CEOs. When I came back, they were blaming me for a bunch of crimes I did not do. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. You're my lawyer. If you're truly sorry, then get me a not guilty verdict. Haha. Let's hope you can live up to your father's legacy, young one. Man up, start drinking, get a gun, burn the poor. Yeah. The prosecution you're up against was your father's mortal enemy. They say that this prosecutor is undefeated and a former MMA champion as well. Oh, damn. Also take this. It will be a major help. Add the contract heavens list. Okay. Anyways, good luck. Go get him. Alright, no need to be patronizing. Remember, the war is never over. Or you ain't got a chance. Day 0 trial. We are gathered here today for the trial of Mr. Saad for multiple war crimes. Is the defense ready? I mean, I think so. You better be, you bitch. No pressure, though. I'm getting mixed signals from this guy. Defense, I understand this is your first trial. Remember to please take it slow and don't rush it. I'll try to. And is the prosecution ready? The music! Yes. Can you please do the opening statement and explain what this lawsuit is about to the court? Yes. The Chimp Lab organization was founded by Crane in 1999. After Crane went missing, Mr. Gold took over in 2010. Mr. Gold handed the company over to Mr. Saad in 2018, as Mr. Saad had more of a claim to the company's leadership. In 2020, Mr. Saad went on vacation, and during this time, Collar then took over until Mr. Saad got back. Mr. Saad then left for another vacation, entrusting the previous CEOs to take charge. He then committed multiple war crimes. Added the lineage to evidence list. Such war crimes include nuking the bank, assassinations, and most importantly of all, reckless behavior that led to Chimp Lab massacre and subsequent deaths of many Chimp Lab employees. That's the thing my father was killed in. The whole incident began when an experiment called Subject 3, created by Dr. Nux, was let out of its cell by accident by Terry. Terry, whilst at fault, was not informed by Mr. Saad of certain security protocols. Subject 3 remains in the bunker. More details on Subject 3 lie in this document. Added Subject 3's documents to the evidence list. This bunker is located on Collar's territory. Mr. Gold's territory is located in the frozen wastes. And Crane's territory is in the Great Forest. Added the territories to the evidence list. Wow, that sure is a lot. Where should we start? We have a witness. The first CEO, Crane. Okay then, guards, bring him in. Intense dramatic music, right? Right. We finally see the... Wait, did we see the guard before? I like the guard. So when is the part when I start doing objections? I don't know, you tell me. You're the defense, for God's sake. Yeah, but... I don't remember Crane's voice at all. Name and occupation. Crane, Chimp Lab secret agent and founder. Huh, what's going on with your skin? It is burnt off under the orders of Mr. Saad, so I had a transplant to replace it with the TV. Just let me do a testimony and I'll explain. Oh my god, that sounds extreme. For the record, I've only ever done that once. Maybe twice. The both times I warned them not to touch the treadmill. It's their fault. Crane, please do a testimony on how the Chimp Lab started. I created Chimp Lab in order to try and do experiments to discover how to create life. Until Mr. Saad arrived and took advantage of me and began taking over the company with threats of assassination. He began experimenting with the occult and started trying to contact a god called the Spirit from the Beyond. Eventually the Spirit tried to take me over, causing me to develop paranoia and go missing, causing leadership to change to Mr. Gold. And when I recovered and came back, I found out Mr. Saad was now the new CEO and was doing a bunch of horrible things. What the? So, is he lying? Of course he is. It's your job to figure out how. Should be easy. Testimony seems cut and dry. Trial should be over in a moment. Agreed, but first, defense, begin your cross-examination. I think I remember my father teaching me how to cross-examine. Okay, let's do this. I created Chimp Lab in order to try and create experiments to discover how to create life. Why would you do that? I spent my life watching TV and playing games. So when my parents passed away, I had much regret due to how little time I spent with them. Which makes it rather ironic to have a TV fused into me. Anyways, I tried to think of ways I could bring them back to life. I decided that I would develop extremely powerful AIs that could take the place of humans. And thus, people could see their loved ones again. Chimp Lab purpose has changed over the years. I personally use the company as a money laundering method. One of many. Bro, shut up! This is my life's work and you turn into another one of your schemes. How successful were you with your goal? My employees managed to create a sentient robot called Tagger, my masterpiece. I cannot imagine what Mr. Sad has done with him. No worries, I'm bigger preservation and have him secured in a remote location. In fact, I believe he is in his courthouse right now. Hold it! Correct. He'll speak on why Mr. Sad is a disgusting person later. Till Mr. Sad arrived and took advantage of me and began taking over a company of crown of assassination. How did this happen exactly? Well, hold it. Mr. Sad began rising up the ranks as he blackmailed Crane to give him promotions, or he would leak information about secure Chimp Lab projects. True. When Crane started being threatening back, Mr. Sad then threatened to hire an assassin. Not true. Come on, Maxwell, please live up to your father and expose this fraud. He began experimenting with the occult and started trying to contact a god called the Spirit from Beyond. God, what? There is a dimension above all the others, a white void. Within it wanders the Spirit Beyond, a being whose true power is unknown. A ritual involving much sacrifice is required to allow them to access into our world. Legends say of how they have annihilated many universes. You seem to know a suspicious amount about the Spirit from Beyond. Me and him have done an intense amount of research into your schemes, Mr. Sad. Schemes? You're the one who schemes. Please refrain from trying to do one-liners in court. It's disrespectful. Personally, I thought it was super cool. Keep going, you're doing great. Eventually the Spirit tried taking me over, causing me to develop paranoia and go missing, causing leadership to change Mr. Gold. What do you mean taking you over? Scary thoughts were entering my head. I was waking up with unexplained injuries and days were passing in seconds. I had to run away from Chimp Lab, wait for time to pass and for it to go away. Why did Mr. Gold take over when you left? Hold it. Mr. Gold was Mr. Sad's right-hand man. Mr. Sad didn't want to take over immediately, so I had Gold hold on to the company until he returned. More on that when Mr. Gold testifies. When I recovered came back, I found out Mr. Sad was an FCO and was doing a bunch of horrible things. Horrible things like what? We can get to everything else later. But right now, we are focusing on Mr. Sad terrorizing Crane's life. And ruining it permanently. What a little bitch. Keep talking, Mr. Sad. Your time is up. You're going to prison for life. My god, what do we got? We got the lineage. Each former Chimp Lab has their own territory. Okay. Contract signed by Mr. Sad. Proposed by the Chimp Lab organization. Details of state. Person signs the contract. Signs are like the Chimp Lab and will draft from applying to human rights. With the date saying 2009. Okay. And then, subject rates of pastry paper doctor and Knox. Purpose to the vessel for the god known as Spirit Beyond. Mr. Sad failed to inform anyone how to keep the cell contained, which let him out. Stop me if I'm mistaken, but I don't think Mr. Sad is as much of a villain as you make him out to be. This contract here shows that he signed his human rights away to you. And I know it's you, because it's listed as being in 2009. Same time you were the CEO. Objection! Someone else could have made that contract. God, can we do a background check on this? No, I did do that. It was a deal that if he signed it, then I would give him the role of vice CEO. Great, now he's back to doing awkward pauses when he talks. So he's the one bowing down to you? Why did you need him to sign away his human rights in the first place? Yeah, fine. So I could assassinate him legally if I needed to. I know that sounds bad, but I do it with all my employees. Still, why do you do that, bro? It's not against the law, since they signed that contract. Assassinations were done to people who disobeyed orders. We are dealing with summoning a god here. Any deviance to the plan could end the world. 1 minute I held the key, and now I am the mercy of the court. Employees knew what they were doing when signing the contract. It's no different to signing up for war. I didn't. I was homeless, and he just told me I could have endless wishes. But it's not my fault that homeless people aren't humans. The world just works that way. Okay, buddy. This whole court thing is easy. Mr. Monkey seems like one big bitch. It's like he's letting me win. Now's the chance. Ask him about the assassins. Oh, okay. Care to tell us about how you assassinated people? I used the robot tagger. His AI is unmatched. I would just tell him to go kill people and he would do it. If he were public to everyone outside of Chimp Lab, his creation would be remembered forever in human history. Now it's not the time to be flexing your creations. You're one of my creations. Your creator lent his skill on AI development of me. Keep his name out of your mouth. It is irrelevant. And get out of my sight. I want to cross-examine Tagger. Guard, bring them in. Name and, occupation. Oh, shit! Tagger has been, rot in that basement, huh?
Tagger, Chimp Lab's primary robot!
That's the assassin? I've seen it kill many.
Yeah, my body count is 27. Hey, big boy! Does the fact that your AI uses code ripped from mine make me your daddy?
Jesus Christ, no it does not. Ahem. Tagger, could you please testify to who you killed?
Wait a moment, aren't you?
The MMC fighting champion. Yes, now begin your testimony immediately.
That was not what I was gonna say, but sure. My awesome testimony on my killings. So, basically, Crane always ordered me to go around killing people. But when he disappeared, I was locked away without a purpose since the Sign Your Life Away contract thingy got banned. It was so lonely and sad without a master. But then around 2010, Mr. Sad took control of the company and started getting me to assassinating people, this time illegally.
So, do you know what I should So, do you know what I should object on here? Are you actually just... This one's really easy. You can tell this little plan my employees have put together to dethrone me is riddled with lies. Judge, begin the cross-examination now. Okay, Crane always ordered me to go around killing people. Do you know who you killed?
They all had codenames like Seal Monkey or Ghost Toast. I wish I had a code name. Or just a name other than Tagger. I like the name Ray.
Hey, are you a femboy robot? Damn it, why did he say that?
I'm a robot, I don't got a gender.
Yeah, but people are referring to you using male pronouns. And you wanna... Oh god, not Mr. Sad the fucking ant. Can you please shut up with your discrimination or else I will walk out of here? Yeah, shut up. I hate everyone equally, I don't discriminate. Hate is still hate. The guard, question mark. Irrelevant talking point, get back to cross-examination. When he disappeared, I was locked away without a purpose since the Sign Your Life Away contract thing got banned. Wait, so they got banned?
There was an incident where I killed a guy called Render. Render had signed the contract, so his death was legal. What was not legal, however, was when I killed another guy, Lars, in the process. This got the government to look into and realize that making people sign contracts that permit their death isn't a good idea. I thought I was free and could then pursue my lifelong dream of becoming this #1 Minecraft speedrunner. But no, they locked me up.
Alright. It was so lonely inside without it. So, like, what was it being locked up like?
Horrible, I tell ya. Pure darkness. Apparently, I was locked in the basement of a building in the middle of a forest. I could feel reality slipping. I was losing my identity, my robot body becoming more and more ugly. Luckily, I was pulled out to start killing people again. I sure hope I never go back there again.
The flash Tagger is crazy. It's not a bad idea, actually. What is? Locking up Tagger, make them suffer and lose themselves. Damn, bro, why you gotta be so evil? If I acted nice in situations like this, no one would care. Evil makes people pay attention to you. You should try it sometime. Okay. Then our 2010 Mr. Sad took control of the company and started getting me to assassinate people. It's time illegally. Can you go into more detail?
Well, things were just the same. Except this time, Mr. Sad was undoing the killings. And without the contracts, the killings were illegal.
Hold it. And thus, Mr. Sad should be executed. In case you're wondering, I didn't do that. Okay, what is my evidence? He did it. He took control in 2018. Bruv. Mr. Sad didn't order you to do the killings in 2010. He wasn't even the CEO at that time.
Well, that's because... Private information, CEO clearance required. 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 Private information, CEO clearance required.
Oh my god.
Private information, CEO... Oh my god, the crash out.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus. Tiptoe Through the Tubes. Good song. I like that one. I like it. Objection! Mr. Sad didn't need to have been the CEO at the time to order Tagger. Is that really true? Nah, it ain't. Tagger can only kill people in CEO or former CEO's command. So what? Come on, dumbass. Connect the dots. Oh wait, Mr. Gold was the CEO at the time. He must have been the one ordering Tagger to do the assassinations illegally. Tagger's assassination. Tagger, did Mr. Gold tell you to lie?
Private information, CEO clearance required. Private information, CEO clearance required. Private information, CEO clearance required.
Wow, this is truly a revelation. Do you have anything to say, Mr. Monkey? You're a lot less talkative than normal. Are you questioning my methods, Judge? I asked for your silence. I do whatever I want. Whatever it is, MMA fighting or prosecuting, I always win, without fail. That is not narcissism or entitlement. That is a fact. I do know that more than anyone, Judge. I may not be the most important person in the social dynamic, or the most memorable. I admit, my personality often makes me the most boring person in the room. But when the social dynamic or reality in general fall, I will be the last one standing. For I am eternal. At the cost of having no persona, I am flawless. I make onions cry. I can hear sign language. I can divide by zero. I am stronger than anyone in fiction and reality. I have counted to infinity twice. When Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, he found 2 missed calls from me. The bear rug in my house is still alive. It's just too scared of me to move. When I go cage diving, the cage is to protect the sharks. I missed 2 days of school once. They are now called weekends. The earth doesn't spin around the sun spins around me. I learned to read from a book I wrote. The last time I took a piss, it created the ocean. A dinosaur looked at me the wrong way. Dinosaurs no longer exist. So have a little patience. Now bring in Mr. Gold for cross-examination. I swear he got most of those quotes off Google. Name and occupation, please. Mr. Gold, the strongest man alive trademark and former Chimp Lab CEO. Here to take down Mr. Sad. And I'm here to expose him for one of the biggest crimes out here. Nuking a whole city. Whoa, that's rather extreme. Such insane accusations won't be so easily dodged out of the way like the previous one. The trial should be finished here. Ha ha ha, sounds good to me. I am the strongest man alive trademark. Should be the one to destroy Mr. Sad and his legacy. In return to being the CEO. Mr. Gold, my old chum, we can talk this out. We are friends, right? Remember all the laughs we had about how we look similar? I'm sick of your crap, Mr. Sad. Robot Man, let me do a testimony. That's why we're here. Go ahead. Alright, Mr. Sad's nuking. The incident at the start of the year where the atomic bomb went off. It was no accident. For Mr. Sad to launch the nuke in order to destroy this bank that had a bunch of loans on Chimp Lab. The nuke was created and stored by him within the frozen wastes. Arguably the most isolated place on Earth if you don't include the Great Forest. And yeah, it's simple as that. Now hurry up and give him the position as the new Chimp Lab CEO. Alright, so it's probably gonna have to do with the territories, right? There we are, the winning testimony. Defense, are you conceding or are we gonna waste more time? I think I will choose to waste more time. Wait, no, I mean, I wish to do another cross-examination on Mr. Gold. Hey, watch your words, young one. You're making me look bad. Making me look bad? You're the one who keeps being an ass to everyone. Well, I don't see a problem with this testimony, but sure. You may begin cross-examination. Alright. Good music, holy fuck. Alright. The atomic bomb went off, it was no accident. Wait, what? Have you been living under a rock? Back in January, an atomic bomb was dropped, first time in forever. Whilst it mostly took out parts of the countryside, the death toll was rather high. Nuke was targeted at a bank. The investigation into the culprit went unresolved. So people guessed Chimplab was behind it, since Chimplab is known for bribing politicians. I set a supermarket on fire once in front of police, but all it took was giving them a check and all their worries go away. Crazy how anyone will change their mind with a bit of manipulation. I would never. Your manipulation and the cursed Chimplab has brought upon the world will be defeated by me. Mr. Sad launched the nuke in order to show the bank out a bunch of loans. A bunch of loans on Chimplab. Chimplab went broke after constructing the bunker. Took in a lot of loans out of the bank. And it looks like Mr. Sad nuked the bank to get rid of loans. I don't know why he had to nuke the place, and he could have just burnt some documents. Mr. Sad likes to do things the extreme and cool-looking way. Can confirm that one. Nuking a bank and killing people is not cool. But I've got to admit, explosions are really cool. Like, I pray I get to use a grenade launcher one day. Whoa, crazy callback. Disagreed. Any sort of violence is bad. I mean, maybe there can be some exceptions, but that's beside the point. Nuke was created and stored by him in the frozen wastelands. How does one even know how to create a nuke? Google it, I don't know. Why hide it in the frozen wastes? It's in between the two most important Chimplab bases, the bunker and the Witchley base. And also, I guess, they thought it was pretty cool. Which I can agree with, because the aura of the trees, smell the snow, the atmosphere of the frozen waste is unmatched when compared to everything else. Everything except for me, the strongest man alive trademark. I remain undefeated with my aura. Arguably the most isolated place on Earth, if you don't include the Great Forest. How isolated? Well, the Great Forest requires a year of walking to reach its center, and the frozen waste takes about half a year. The environment is a lot more harsh due to the constant storm striking it. Fun fact, my birthday on Leap Day is the one time of the year where the skies are clear. The sight is what I stay alive for. My biggest sadness is that a day will come when I witness it for the last time. And the feel of the air breeze on my glorious face will end. Shut the fuck up! I love the different pauses they do. It's not gonna translate on stream, but the pauses are so good. Yeah, simple as that. Now hurry up and give me the position as new Chimpo Chicken. Why do you want the CEO position so much? It is the most powerful position in the world. It's like a championship or godhood. It has been passed down between many great minds, and I don't feel like I utilize my time as CEO enough. I want to make things right and win back the position that I never lost. Mate, you were nothing more than a placeholder. Forget it. Put your yapping out tonto. Speaking of championships, Mr. Monkey, can I have your MMC championship? No. Feels like you can never and will never touch something as prestigious as this belt in your life. But no buts. When I tell you to shut up, you shut up. Okay. Mr. Gold owns the frozen waste, Color owns the bunker, and Crane owns the Great Forest. So should we say why the fuck was he keeping it in the base if that's yours? Yeah. Nuh-uh. What do you mean, nuh-uh? Well, it says here that the frozen wastes are your territory. That nuke belongs to you, bro. Ha 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 ha, you got him. Gah. Objection! Doesn't matter about territories. Mr. Sad owns Chimplab. All territories belong to him. Objection! Well, if you've done your research, you would know that since it's on his territory, he'll be alerted to my presence. Which I was. I was told you entered the bunker facility and launched the nukes. Objection! And your proof for that is where? All your buddies were exposed for lying. It's no stretch to assume you're doing the same. Also, you are yet to address the allegations about using Hagar to kill people. This world is weak. I needed to launch the nuke to make everyone stronger. I teach everyone a lesson. Restore masculinity and nature. Objection! Right, let's set the record straight. This bank had signed one of Crane's Sign Your Life to Chimplab contracts. And thus, Mr. Gold nuking it, whilst legally questionable, is just that and nothing more. As for the assassinations from Tagger, that is another matter for another trial. Mr. Sad is still guilty, and in fact, I believe he must have orchestrated all of this. Perhaps a some kind of PR stunt to bring Chimpla back to its glory days. Mr. Sad, Mr. Gold, Tagger, and Crane are all working together. Theory on Mr. Sad's plan to happen. That's just insane. You're gonna need more proof. We are forgetting what is at the core of this case. The Chimpla massacre. Does it not seem suspicious that as soon as the incident happens, Mr. Sad has a ton of accusations thrown at him? It's all one big distraction. So I'd like to call a witness to the stand. I wonder who it could be. I would like to request Caller, the 4th CEO, to be cross-examined. He is the only former CEO who hasn't been bad-mouthing Mr. Sad recently. This shows that he is not part of the anti-Mr. Sad plan, which, as I have said, I believe to have been set up by Mr. Sad himself. So guard, find him and bring him in. Hello, I said to go get Caller. I'm sorry, Mr. Monkey. The guard only listens to me. He is new, so he doesn't know about how people must respect you. That's bullshit, I tell you. Mr. Monkey uses fear to rule over the courtroom. And so Barry is kind of scared of him and goes along with what he says. That's why Mr. Monkey wins all of his cases. I don't know about you, but I don't feel like he's winning this one. Agreed. Just use a bit more aggression and you can win this. Alright, guard. Listen to Mr. Monkey and bring in Caller. Name and occupation. Fucking Nux in the corner, what? Caller. The Dark CEO, they call me. And this is my assistant, Dr. Nux. Now, what are we here for again? Nux, get my papers. Let's see here. Something. Ah, the Chimpla massacre. Well, you've got the best two people to talk about that right here. But why? We suspect that Mr. Sad to be orchestrating a great plan all based around the incident. We want you to testify on it. Cool. What are your thoughts on this? Well, the truth is... Never mind. Just take him down. Well, Caller, please do your testimony. Okay. Mr. Sad did it. I have solid proof that Mr. Sad was behind everything the whole time and has killed many. Objection! Excuse me? Haha, only joking. Did I fool you? You will never do that again. One more false testimony and I kick you out. Okay, I'm sorry. I will do my actual testimony now. The actual testimony. Dr. Nux, you created Subject 3 creature under the orders of Mr. Sad. They, sort of treasured Subject 3, which no doubt contributed to the massacre. Subject 3's form changes a lot. You could say they're pretty much a shapeshifter. Subject 3 was most likely created to combat the spirit from beyond, a dangerous monster that haunts the depths of Chimplab Bunker. It is said that the spirit beyond will enter the world if it escapes, so Chimplab was shitting themselves at how they were going to deal with it and thus created Subject 3. Fight fire with fire, I guess, was the mentality. But as you can see, this didn't work as Subject 3 broke out and is still killing people in the bunker. The spirit beyond remains trapped in the lower depths of it. Up that one day the two of them go head to head because that would be so cool. That was long. But I can feel it. Once I expose this testimony, the truth will reveal itself. But what is there to expose? God damn it. Huh, did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Alright, let's do this. You may begin the cross-examination. Dr. Knox created the Subject 3 and Ours was sad. They tortured Subject 3 to contributed to doing the massacre. Why would they torture it?
Pain intolerance. They needed a pain intolerance in order to be strong enough to defeat the spirit beyond.
Everyone knows you did because you're sadistic. Why are you suddenly making up excuses?
Please, I'm sorry.
What's gotten to you? One second you're always talking about skinning people alive. Now you're yapping about how you're scared of everything and want to run off into the forest forever. Why have you flipped like this? It doesn't matter.
Subject 3 forms changes a lot. You could say they're pretty much a shapeshifter. Have we got footage of this thing?
Nope. Does not look like it. Hey, Nux, you created them. What do they look like?
Well, initially they started just a blob of flesh, but then they learned to shapeshift into looking like other people. We developed a safe word around the office to use to make sure that if Subject 3 broke out, we would know who's not an imposter. They would often turn into a puppy when it's time for me to torture them. Often to gain sympathy or something.
Interesting.
Last I saw them, they learned how to shapeshift into being visible.
Spooky.
So it's, the blob. What's his name? Subject 3 is the fucking clob.
Subject 3 could be in this room right now. It could be you, it could be me, who knows?
Subject 3 is mostly created combat sphere from Neon. Dangerous monster that haunts the depths of the Chimplap bunker. What combat capabilities does Subject 3 have? Lots. They can mimic voices, use telekinesis, and use super strength.
Are you seriously flexing that? Those combat abilities you put into it have claimed many lives.
I'm sorry, please! It's not my fault!
Fair enough. It's more Mr. Sad's fault for giving you those orders. Or perhaps it's Spirit Beyond and the Depth's fault. Morality is not my concern in this day and age.
How is the Chimplap Massacre my fault?
I don't know, maybe you just left without giving any instructions. Then you act like the victim when you get back and everything's gone wrong.
I was going on holiday, I was trying to relax.
Fair enough, I guess.
Said Spirit Beyond will enter the world if it escapes, so Chimplap was shitting themselves on how they were going to deal with it and thus create Subject 3. What is the deal with the Spirit Beyond from the depths?
Not really sure where it came from, but in the lowest area of the bunker lies the being. Zero information on it outside of it being the one thing that scares Mr. Sad.
I swear I don't know anything about this thing.
Hey, don't tell me that. I didn't write this.
There's one thing that is known about it. According to Crane, there's an urban legend that talks about how there's an entity that represents the fear of the dark. And every time you see something in the corner of your eye, it's actually this entity. Crane thinks this entity is the Spirit Beyond, and it chose to manifest within Chimplap due to how dark the company is with what it's done over the years. Oh, I love a good urban legend. Before I became a judge, I was an urban legend myself. The kids would always talk about how they saw a robot kill a ton of people, and... yeah. Why are y'all looking at me like that? Get back to the testimony. Fight fire with fire, I guess, was the mentality, but as you can see, this didn't work as Subject 3 broke out and is still killing people in the bunker. How are you going to deal with them?
Subject 3 has a weakness, being looked in the eyes. I would make it spend hours looking at itself in the mirror strapped to a chair. It would never stop screaming.
All someone needs to do is look at it long enough to get it weakened so the final blow can be delivered. That's if we can even do a final blow. Guns and explosive don't seem to work, so...
Spirit Beyond remains trapped in the lower depths of it. I hope one day the two of them go head-to-head, because that would be so cool. Can you be more specific about these depths?
The bunker is like a maze, with there being tons of secret rooms hidden away behind the secret passageways. Stumble around the secret backstage area long enough and you will reach the depths. A room that's pretty much pitch black. Volume clocks in at about 13,385,373 meters. Tripled? What is that? That's where all the unwanted things go from people to classified documents. And somehow the Spirit Beyond got down there. All about rumors, though. Only the CEO knows how to get there. Some say the CEO lives down there.
Again, don't know what you're all talking about. Okay. Oh god, how do I debunk this? There's so much. Created to combat Spirit from Beyond. It wasn't created to combat, it was to contain it. Wait a moment. I'm a bit confused. It says here that Subject 3 is the Spirit from Beyond. Whoever, you say they're separate. What's going on?
Objection!
That's easily explainable because... Ah! I can't think of anything even though I'm the Grey Mr. Monkey. That's not possible. I'm gonna kill every last one of you, I swear.
Hey, just try and kill me, bro. Huh.
Judging by the fact I just exposed you for lying, are you also part of the anti-Mr. Sad group with the others?
No, that's just what I've been told. By Mr. Sad.
Damn, looks like I have to confirm Mr. Sad now. Mr. Sad, be honest, as this will lead to your innocent verdict. What's going on? Why did you lie to him? Wah. This is a bad idea, but I have no other choice. Judge, let me take a stand and I'll confess. It wasn't a lie. Your evidence is wrong. The truth is, there are 2 spirit beyonds. The first one is Subject 3, and the second is the one in the depths of Chimp Lab that Subject 3 was made to defeat. Or as I like to call them, the CEO. What? Yeah, I'm not the real Chimp Lab CEO. At least not anymore. I'm just a puppet for them, a stand-in for the real CEO. The truth about the CEO and Beyond Spirit added to Heaven's list. All those bad things I was being accused of? Yeah, that was actually the real CEO who did that. They're the mastermind behind all this. This real CEO is the spirit beyond in the depths of the Chimp Lab bunker? Well, yeah, but they're no longer in the bunker's depths anymore. They left it long ago to pursue a larger plan. They may be an eldritch horror, but they appear as a normal person, and they're hiding as someone out there. Who knows who they are? And Subject 3 was intended to be a distraction for them. Speaking of them, Subject 3 went missing. They too have left the bunker and out there somewhere. The massacre is over and not a problem no more. This is getting crazy. This is way larger than anything I could have guessed. I don't even know what's happening anymore. What does this even mean to the case? Wait, if you're not the real CEO, then what you're saying is true. That'd make you innocent. So it would. I'm always used to being the #1 villain, taking the blame for everything. Being the victim feels weak, but also refreshing in a way. Wait. Who is that? Mr. Sad? Mr. Sad, are you okay? Oh shit, not the assassin! Oh. That's how it is. God damn! Mr. Sad had his head blown off by a shooter. No doubt sent by or possibly the real CEO. I didn't know what to think at the time, and my mind went blank after the trial Mr. Monkey gave the MMC champion, which would end up becoming a remainder of my trauma. Ironically, when I gave it away to you is when the crushing pressure of what happened kicked in. Now I'm nothing, and I'm being dragged back into the Chimp Lab conspiracy yet again. But this time I have no power in it. That's up to you. Present day, 2028. What a relaxing day. I sure hope nothing bad happens. Huh, usually this would be the part where Barry shows up and gives me a new case. But it seems like it's my day off. Hello! God damn it! It's time for a new case. Why can't I have a break? It hasn't even been 2 days since the last case. Well, this case is very important. So important, in fact, that the trial is going to be held in the Grand Courthouse. That's the first time you'll be defending in a different courtroom to the normal one. And you're the only lawyer around these parts, so... And besides, this case should be rather important to you. Rather important to me? What do you mean by that? You see, the victim in this case is Terry. What? Terry! My first defendant, who's also shown up randomly in my other cases. He's dead? How? The murder took place in the Chimp Lab bunker. He was hung up and shot. By who? That's your job to find out. If you think what I've just said is crazy, wait till you see who the main suspect you'll be defending is. Just come to the bunker and begin the investigation. The main suspect will be waiting in the first room inside. What the hell? I need to get there quick. Here we are. The infamous Chimp Lab bunker I've heard so much about. I still can't believe Terry is dead. Who would want someone like him dead? My mind is spinning. Let's just see who I'm defending. Back here again. Now, let's see who we're defending. Wait. No! No, 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 no! This can't be! Maxwell! No! Yeah. It's me. What's going on? Why are you the main suspect for the murder of Terry? Just calm down and we can talk it out. I am here too. Oh, fludge. With salesman bot gone, MMC got shut down. So I got a job as a detective. Can you believe that? So I will be hanging around the place. And we can take down Chimp Lab together. I would not say that so loudly if I were you. You're going to get yourself assassinated. Oh yeah, right. Why are you being accused? Well, no worries, I have got this. There's security camera footage of Maxwell entering the bunker with a rope and gun. The same items used in the murder. Simple as. Maxwell security footage added to the evidence list. I was told to do that. By who? I don't know. I received an anonymous message telling me to bring a rope and a gun to the bunker. And you just went along with it. That sounds real suspicious. Fludge, whose side are you on? Well, Maxwell is a bad guy, right? Remember the chaos he caused last trial? Well, in this case, he's the defendant, so I'm defending him. So we are on the same side. And second of all, I really do not think he did it. Sure, he can be an asshole sometimes, but I understand it. If you're a detective, shouldn't you remain unbiased? Yeah, but I want to be on your side. And I'm not sure if I can forgive Maxwell. I get it. My trust in people is not at its highest after what happened with Crab Boy. I wonder where that guy is now. How are you? Better than how I was before, I'd say. I don't really have that much stress. I just wish I would not die with regret of being accused of something I did not do. But I'm defending you. I can get you an innocent verdict. You kidding me? You'll be up against Mr. Monkey. He's impossible to beat in court. I like your optimism, though. Hey! You are hiding something, Maxwell. Huh? Down at the police station, they taught me how to tell if someone is hiding something. And based on your speech patterns, there's something you're not telling us. To tell the truth, all I can think about right now is how I feel like a devil's watching me. A devil? I've felt this way since I became a lawyer. Someone was stalking me, and now it feels closer than ever. Is this some kind of metaphor? No, I feel like there's literally someone who is a devil watching me. I'm getting shivers hearing this. Hopefully I won't feel this way for too long. Poor Maxwell. Oh, socials! We can see the new socials. Barry, when someone says Minion memes aren't funny, Ian Hawk News. I like to introduce my new fursona, Mr. Duck. You will always listen to him because he is very smart, very swag, very cool. I like it. Question marks? And Dave. No fucking way. It's sportsy. Time to do a little bit of trolling. Whoa. Crab boy! One time I was painting my gift shop and a thief came up and tried to rob me and I told him money's not what gives you happiness and he vowed to change his ways and left. How I wish I could go back to those times and leave this bunker. Hashtag self-proclaimed bounty hunter. Hashtag real story. Hashtag justice. Maxwell, can Crab boy shut up? Maxwell, if the CEO Chimp Lab is reading this, I see you. I am coming for you. Mr. Gold, guess fucking who I just found in prison. The Chimp Lab gang is all back together again, lol. Hashtag I hate color. Alright, what do we got? The classified document? Huh, it's a classified document from case 3. Actually, that's a different document. Huh? Look inside. Oh, it is a document that explains the Chimp Lab hierarchy and the pecking order. Now I can see who the mastermind behind Chimp Lab is. 2024 version of the CEO, connected to the Vice CEO. Oh. The image of the CEO seems to be scribbled out. Same goes for the Vice CEO. There's an arrow here saying the two of them are connected. I wonder how. There's a second page with more information. Oh god, this is a lot. There's all the former CEOs and Mr. Monkey. Wait, who's Mr. Sad? It's a long story. Hey, look at the lower rankings. There's Tagger and Wishley from case 2. Mr. Monkey is here as well. That brings back memories from our first case. That was last week. Nux is there too. I could have sworn they left the company and run away into the forest. It says rehire under their name, so it seems like they're planning to get them back on board. For whatever reason. Well, I ain't remembering all that. I hope it doesn't become relevant during the trial. The corpse room, the torture room, Dave's room. Oh, we're going to Dave's room apparently. On my map here, it says this room belongs to someone called Dave. I wonder who this Dave is. That would be me. It's fucking Purple Guy! Are you the detective on this case? I am the lawyer. Hold on a moment, whilst I get some background music. What is this music? What is this music? Hello there, old sport. Dave, #1 hater of all time. I can't decide Sister Sisters likes Fantastic Mr. Fox. It's been a long time since I've last seen you. My arrival. I'm sorry? Do I know you? You already know, I'm just Dave. That's all you need to know. You said you knew me. From where? Alright, tell me, what is your earliest memory? Well, I don't have any memories from before the age of 22. I think my memories were wiped or something. Yeah, and that's why you don't remember me. But I sure do remember you, bitch. For you used to work here. This goof knows about my past? And I used to work at Chimp Lab? I should ask some questions. Crazy player character lore, hello? Hello there, old sport. Give me all your money. Okay. We can't buy everything. Button that will take you to the edge of the universe. A documentary. Documentary origins unknown. Also, that drug never kicked in. Monkey plushies will show up in random scenes and will sometimes block jump scares. Keyword is sometimes. What? Jump scares? What? Image of subject 3 can be used to scare Nux. So we'll probably want that. You killed Terry, you rat bastard. I knew it. Fuck. I've been found out. God damn it. This song's a bop, by the way. I need to know Terry's origin. We will find out. Alright. Do you want to buy Terry's document for 50 Bobucks? Yes. Unlocked. A document on Terry. Could this be made by the CEO? It reads, next on the list of people to terminate is Terry. This one should be easy to pull off unless Collar comes into work. Terry's an odd one. I thought using him for my plan would be easy because he is irrelevant. But now I realize that wasn't a good idea, as now I have to add another person to deal with to the plan. It would have been way easier to just make Brother the one to let Subject 3 out. Current game plan is to kill Terry the same way I plan to do to all the others. Disguises should work. Only issue are the cameras. I wonder if I could recruit Terry. He always does what he's told. Very loyal and very friendly. The only people he doesn't really talk to are introverts, since he himself never starts conversations. I wish someone would tell him that no one's going to hate you if you talk first. Perhaps I should tell him that before I shoot him. I wonder what I should tell the lawyers. The coin flip will do to decide which one I shoot. What? That's fucking crazy. Image of subject 3 can be used to scare Nux. That sounds like it might be something we'll actually want to buy. So I'll save that for last. Can I, if I buy the monkey plushies activated, I kind of think I need to buy everything and run on 10 Bobucks. Because I kind of think all of this might be important. Let's load. Let's try a button that'll take you to the edge of the universe. Yes. Unlocked. Let's go. That's fucking. Everything's black. Dang, I guess this is the edge of the universe. Oh my god! You're not supposed to be here. Come back when you've killed someone. See the vision.
Forever.
Damn, alright, well we've seen the edge of the universe. Now. Okay, so we'll buy Terry's document. We'll buy the monkey plushies, because show up in random scenes, so it'll sometimes block jump scares. Sounds really funny. And then image of subject 3 can you use to scare Nux. That sounds like it might be important too. Images of subject 3. Oh shit, that is scary. What the fuck? Okay. Let's talk. Who am I? Well, wouldn't you like to know? Come on, please tell. Fine. Let me just find your document first, Sportsy. My document? Chimplab has had a document about me? Should be around here somewhere. Here we are. Your file, Sportsy. Says here that before Chimplab brought back Tiger, you were Chimplab's #1 assassin. I worked for Chimplab. I killed people? Yep, raised from birth, Sportsy. You killed my whole family under the Order's collar. So I hunted you down and put a bullet in your brain, putting you in a coma. That must be what caused your amnesia. After that, Chimplab gave you a house with a lifetime supply of food and water and space as a care package, and abandoned you there until you woke up. I still hate your guts, by the way. But clearly you are a different person now. Talk about holding a grudge. If you never lost your memories, I wonder if you would regret your actions. Wait, you're probably lying. Haha, very funny. I almost believed you for a second. Believe what you want, it doesn't matter. You can stick it to your life as a silly little lawyer. It's worthless. It is not. I saved the life of Fludge and Nux from prison. Oh yeah? What about Terry? If he went to prison, maybe he wouldn't be dead. Terry was a sociopath anyway, so no one cares. My backstory added to evidence. Okay. Who are you? I'm just Dave. My job is to sit around and give out commands from the Vice CEO. Who's the Vice CEO? Don't ask me. Sportsy. I have no idea. He doesn't really message a lot anymore, so I get paid to do nothing. That is purpose and belonging I've found in my life at this place. Some find my job boring, but I've learned to just sit back and relax. And just do stuff. I am great at doing stuff. No one comes to talk to me, though, so glad to see you here, old sport. Yawn. Alright. This music is a fucking banger, by the way. Can I see what's on the computer? Might help with the murder. Sure. I will help you. We can be partners in crime. Just kidding, bitch. In fact, there's one message I want to show you. Let me just pull it up for you. Alright, here we are. A message from the Vice CEO of Chimplab he accidentally sent to me instead of himself. It states, I wish to rid this company of the devil, known as the Spirit Beyond, from the depths and end its misery as the current CEO. I am the only one with the power in this company to do so. I should talk to the former CEOs about it. Well, does that help? It does, a lot actually. So the Vice CEO of Chimplab planned a rebellion against the current CEO with the former CEOs? This is confusing, but it sounds important. Perhaps I should take a visit to prison to talk to the former CEOs about this. Kidnap us at the prison. Damn, alright. Alright. Torture room. Oh, a secret room. Hello, is someone there?
Help me.
Hello, where are you? Oh. Crab boy.
I am so very hungry.
I can help you, but what are you doing here?
When I went invisible to try and escape the courtroom, I was knocked out and woke up here. I can't leave. I'm stuck.
But the door is right there.
I am too scared to leave. There's a feeling that I'm being watched by the devil.
So that's the same thing Maxwell said about the Springtrap case. I know it's not the time, but why did you do the kill back in the last case? Was it really just for justice? You know, because of the old bounty hunter thing?
Yes, but I wanted to fit in. Salesman. Salesman bought the whole championship thing. It was so cool! All I wanted was to be part of it. It felt like somewhere I belong. If I had to murder someone to do so, then so be it.
But why did you have to kill to be a part of it then?
Well, if I rejected it, Salesman bot would most likely have a bad reputation of me. And also fighting's really hard. Someone of my size could never beat Fludge or Springtrap in the ring. So to join the community, I did what would get me a reputation in the eyes of the booker. I just wanted...
Devil watching you.
Yes. If I'm the hero, then the devil's the villain. How am I, the ambassador of justice, supposed to take down the devil within the mortal realm? I cannot. An enemy you cannot defeat like eternity or death. It scares me so much that I'd choose to remain here.
I wonder who this devil is. The one behind all this, perhaps? Okay. Is that Fludge? Is he knocked out? Hello?
Nah, that's a copy of his armor.
Why is there a copy of his armor in a Chimplab bunker? How the hell is he connected to Chimplab?
No clue. Perhaps he got his armor from here.
What, so he robbed his bunker?
What makes sense?
Fludge's armor added, okay. Strange. Huh, Collar's gas mask is here. This must be where he stores them. Wait, if that's the case, then he is someone who kidnapped Crobboy? No, that doesn't make any sense. Why would he kidnap someone and put them in a room he frequents? Why would he kidnap someone in the first place? Collar's gas mask said, okay. And why is there a cat robot's head here? That is something to keep in mind. Tagger's head added, okay. And that's it, okay. Restricted area. It's really dark here. I feel as if something's watching me. Oh shit, this is scary. Oh? Ah!
Oh my god! Oh, I hate that!
Oh, and the sounds. Oh, this is fucking scary. Oh, please let me out. This is fucking terrifying. Oh my god. What? Ah! Oh, how do I leave? How do I leave? Get me out of here. I don't like not being able to see it. I don't like not being able to see it. Oh. Horror game arc for real. Like, huh. Oh, I'm scared it's gonna. Ah! Okay, I didn't go fast enough to see it properly that time. I think I'll be safe now. Ah! I see why we had to buy monkeys now. That's with the monkeys. That's with the monkeys, too. Oh my god. Oh. Tiki, did I scare you? Yeah, what the hell? What even are you? Do you not recognize me? It's me, Tagger. Tagger? That thing from the basement in case 2? Tigger is I, CEO clearance required, remember? Haha, I'm glad I'm out of that phase. As you can see, Collar's fixed me up and now I'm back to my former glory. Oi, oi, oi! What's going on here? Hey Fludge, this is Tigger back from the forest case. Hello! Wow, you sure do look different. Anyways, is there anything I can help you with? What do you know of the murder? Nothing. I've just been doing my thing in this lounge all day, every day. What is your thing? Tee, do you really want to know? Just back off, Fludge. Do you have any proof that you've been in this room the whole time? Yeah! I'm sort of locked in here. This is my comfy, cozy cell. Opening the doors sets off an alarm. The only time they've been triggered is when I first entered the room, and just now when you arrived. Door alarm set, okay. And I use it to jump scare you! Alright, thanks. The alarm burst in my eardrums. Shit sounded louder than a meteor. Oh my god, alright. How do you work? What, me? Well, yeah, the last time I saw you were a monster, and now you're, well, a femboy cat robot? Yeah. Maxwell in the prime of his anger would have absolutely roasted this guy. What does it feel like to go through a change like that? Well, it's kind of like, you know when you're dreaming and you lose control of yourself? Yeah, does it feel like that? I don't know, I'm a robot, I don't dream. Oh, well, why did you bring it up? IDK! I thought it'd sound cool. Did Bro seriously just say IDK in real life? Thinking back to case 2, I can't be the only person who's jealous of how Crane shoved a PC. Okay, moving on. Very, very cool. Oh. Higher up offices. Cat. This room feels important. Seems to be looking down on the office space below. Oh, Mr. Monkey. You. I see you're investigating as well. If you have not been told already, I'm the prosecutor for this case. First time in years, not including that one time in case 2. And that other time, when I got into some drama and Roblox, but that... No, Mr. Monkey. Stay serious and on topic. Anyways, I will give you the chance to back out of this case. Save yourself the time. I consider Maxwell a friend, so no thanks. Maxwell, a friend. He has been nothing but a nuisance to you. Well, it's kind of a frenemies-like scenario. Even though we are rivals, all the chaos that has gone down in trials, we went through it together, and I kind of relate to his struggles. Well, that's not my problem. Not my problem? How is that a problem? So what's your opinion on this case as a chimp lab higher up? I cannot speak on that. What I can say is that Max is the killer, and I must swiftly bring him to justice, as if I fail, that rubs off on the opinion of chimp lab in the public. So I will give this trial my all. Just like when I beat Baldi's basics on hard mode during a Mr. Beast challenge. Crazy. I'm gonna pop a quick save so that I never have to do that jump scare again. Life as a guard. I don't really think much of it. I do! Who invited you? I think you are a very good guard, and the services you do for courtroom are appreciated. Does he know? No. Fludge, Mr. Monkey's not actually a guard. That's just a cover job for his real job as a chimp lab higher up. What? Oh, that is sad. Why is that sad? Well, I thought we formed a little group. Me, you, the judge, and Mr. Monkey. The justice enforcers. Go away. Sorry about that. This place is where gods have been born. This place is where people entered and never returned, at least as the same person. This place is where the gateway to hell exists. And to let that goof run out here is the biggest disrespect I have seen since Mr. Sad. That was a higher up. I'm not really doing much, but I should be. How so? I should be Vice CEO right now. The Vice CEO died, and I was the one in line to become Vice CEO. But instead, the CEO handpicked someone anonymous to take the position instead. I don't question the CEO's actions, but... Who was the Vice CEO before? Don't know. All I know is based on logs, the position of the new vice CEO is given the same hour as the murder this case is about. That's interesting. Very suspicious. Okay, corpse room. Oh no, Terry! Cass, don't look! Cass, don't look! Terry. If you need a moment to cry, it's okay. I'm not that sad. I barely knew him. It's just, I've never seen someone I was a mutual with die before. Hold on, who is that? That is my new guard. Since Mr. Monkey is unavailable, his name is Guard. Say hello. Guard 2, kind of shut up one day. Rule of everything, Tally Hall, the thing. I found him on the side of the street and had to hire him on short notice, just like old times. He does not talk a lot, as you can see. He was my old guard before Mr. Monkey, and now he is back. Anyways, get investigating. This will be my first trial as judge in the Grand Court, so I would like it to be a good one. Opinions on the case. Exciting! I cannot wait to be in the Grand Court. I met with Maxwell ending up as the main suspect in that. Well, it is sad to see him go from being the prosecutor. After Mr. Monkey destroys you in court, I hope you have some of your dignity left. What about you, guard? Anyways, I still can't wait to finally see the Grand Court in person. Trust me, it is going to be so cool. How did Terry even get himself killed? Well, he was strung up with a rope and shot square in the forehead. I mean, why was he killed? Well, many reasons someone may be killed include, but are not limited to. Revenge, self-defense, a grudge, failed robbery. I mean, what specifically... Never mind. Alright. That's so sad. Subject 3 cell. What's this room?
Are you here for a job?
Oh, it's you. And no, I am not.
I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to them.
Hi. Nox, you're trying to get a job at Chimp Lab again? Yep, they decided to crawl- oh.
Yup, they decided to crawl that hole they're hiding in return to being the head scientist. And my assistant.
It's like some kind of family reunion with all the familiar faces popping up in this case. What is this room? Seems interesting. This was Subject 3's containment cell, and also where I lived before I went to the forest. Spent so many hours here that I thought I might as well sleep here. Oh yeah, Subject 3. The thing behind the massacre I keep hearing about. It's super nostalgic being back here. Huh. Nox is talking normally without stuttering. I guess they find it comfortable here. I mean, who wouldn't go insane being in the middle of a forest for years? But I could have sworn they became paranoid in the first place because of Chimp Lab.
I'm assuming you're here about the murder that went down. Feel free to ask away, but make it quick.
What do you know about the crime?
Well, I actually know something about the crime. In fact, I think I know who did it. Kind of.
Well, who?
That, I will say, for the trial. You will see.
Alright. Wait, who are you? I know you're a caller, a former CEO who was guarding the doors to the bunker during my last case, but I never really got to know who you are.
You wanna know about me? That's new. I've tried my best to be nothing but a background character just passing by, but that kind of contradicts my goal of becoming the vice CEO. Ha.
Why do you want to be vice CEO and not the CEO? That is because Mr. Collier finds the position as CEO requiring too much work.
When did I tell you that? Must have been a while ago. Must have a real good memory.
Oh, I just did my research on you, that's all. Why do you-
Well, anyway, the real reason is that the position of CEO will never change. Whoever the current CEO seems to be immortal. I don't want to get near that devil with a 10-foot pole.
So next one's the job? Yeah.
Usually application would be closed, but I got the feeling after this case, Chimp Lab staff will be, let's just say, lacking.
What? So you're saying they'll die?
Oh, kind of. Depends on your actions.
Depends on my actions.
You'll see.
Oh my god, wait. I'm gonna get people killed? Wait. Are my choices going to matter? Oh my god. Bro, what is this game? What is this game? Show next the image. Hey, check this out.
Oh, you put them in a catatonic state.
Crap, my bad. I was trying to do a joke on them.
I get it, just don't do it again.
So, what is Subject 3? I know some kind of monster experiment that no one knows much about, but surely there has to be something known about them.
Well, since no one ever told you this, but they were self-aware. Everyone just pretends like they're just an animal, when in reality they could speak and think very well like a human. The reason people ignore it, I don't know. Could be for legal reasons, perhaps moral reasons.
What did they say? Anything about the CEO?
They were an odd type of person. They like to say a bunch of random facts, but sometimes they'll hide a lie within them. which they're very good at. Other times they'll stay dead silent, refusing to talk even if it benefits them. I can't name any examples, but I hear they're also a massive hypocrite. I wonder what they think of Chimp Lab. Do they have a concept of hate?
Ah! Subject 3, Subject 3, Subject 3, Subject 3! The rotting corpses, the depths! It was all my fault. I deserve to die. I am fated too, but I want to live!
Welcome back, Nux.
Okay. Investigate. Interesting Tiger prototype. What's this?
I would not touch that if I were you.
I have to see. It might be evidence. It's a wallet with a double higher ranking keycard.
That keycard only belongs to those near the top of the food chain. If you value your life, I would put that thing back.
It says here on the card that the ID is 4422139.
Wait, what?
I said the ID on this card is 442213.
Holy shit. I found a similar wallet that also had 4422139 as its ID, but this time it was a normal key card.
So, what does that mean?
Someone has both a normal and high-ranking key card. That is impossible. There's a strict one key card per person rule. The only explanation for this is someone high-ranking is also pretending to be someone low-ranking.
That's, something.
I would remember that if I were you. It'll most likely come up in the trial.
Okay. Interesting. Alright, prison! Here we are, prison. I asked the guard if he could go get the former CEOs in here so I could interview them. Ah, crap, I'm getting nervous. I have to face people I put in prison. Oh, shit. Yeah, fuck you. Who wanted to? Oh, it's you. I ain't a former CEO, but I thought I would say hi. Well, what do you want? Do you know anything about a Vice CEO rebellion? You put us in prison and now you expect us to answer questions? What's this about anyways? Well, there was a murder that took place in the Chimp Lab bunker. Oh? Well, I will help you if it means taking down the Chimp Lab CEO. So to answer the question, kind of. Years ago, there was a rebellion to take down the CEO, Mr. Sad. But then it was revealed that Mr. Sad was behind the rebellion, and was not the CEO, and he ended up being killed. I remember that. The whole incident forced me to run away to the desert. I do remember something about there being another rebellion. Being planned, which might be what you're talking about. But nothing came of it. Ha, I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Whoever the CEO is, please end them. Ever since I came to this universe, I always felt like I was being watched. By the devil, the CEO. It is unbearable, so please do put an end to it. What the hell do you mean I came to this universe? Do you not remember how I said I'm not the real Crane? I'm just him from the alternate universe who took his place? Oh yeah, you did say that. Crazy world we live in. Wait a moment. I do know what you were talking about. I talked to a guy from Chimp Lab once. His name was Hara. He came to me with a gas mask fellow who proclaimed himself as Hara's boss. We talked about ownership of the desert. I ignored them though. They didn't have enough aura for me. So how are y'all doing? This place sucks. It is so boring and has no aura. I don't think it's that bad. I managed to start a whole new mixed martial arts championship here. What? I started a fight club in the prison. It is very cool. I am getting more spectators for my shows than ever. Who's your champion? That would be Crane here. His strategic approach to fighting is like magic. And the best part is, I don't even have to pay him. Mr. Gold, please join in. Crane versus Mr. Gold would be a spectacle. I'll pass. Come on. Seems like you were scared. No, I just don't like fighting anymore. Why? I never did. I only did battle for the atmosphere of the fight. But I realized I don't need to fight to find that atmosphere and peace. I've taken up gardening and meditation. That's your loss. At least I'm happy and have my purpose in this company. Well, I am happy too. Yeah, good for you. Sometimes I wish I could be as blissful a life as you two. Well, that is a really good line. You should say that next interview. I think we've done everything now. Here we go. Time to figure out the truth and expose the big conspiracy that's been behind everything. Barry said this trial will be held in the Grand Court. I wonder what that looks like. Huh. I'm still thinking about what Dave said. Was he being serious? It doesn't matter. And there's Maxwell. I'll have to give it my all to defend him from Mr. Monkey. Alright. Don't make me regret becoming a lawyer now. Let's do this. Oh shit! Wait, is that the Ace Attorney? Where's Caked Up Edgeworth? He should be right fucking here! They took him! Day 2 trial. Oh, shit. Hello, everyone. And welcome to the trial of Maxwell for the murder of Terry. Right here in the Grand Court. Is the defense ready? Defense is ready, Your Honor. Damn, this place is shiny. Remember to just take it slow. That is the best advice I can give you. Before you dive into a case, think for just a moment. Who do you think actually did it and how? Who do you think is the killer? I'll just be chilling here. No pressure. Got it. Is the prosecution ready? Seems Mr. Monkey is late. Very unlike him. Ah, crap. I was hoping for this trial to be perfect, but I guess not. Should I delay the trial, or... Objection! It is I, Dave! And I can fill in for Mr. Monkey. I have a lawyer's degree. I passed the bar. I think. Well, that is good enough for me. Take the stand. Ha ha ha. Now I can take my revenge on you. Legally. Didn't expect this one, did you, Sportsy? Can you stop calling me that? What, Sportsy? Oh, I forgot to mention. That is your real name. Before your mind got wiped. Although most people called you by your nickname, Sinner. Because of the unspeakable actions you did. Sportsy the Sinner. Has a nice ring to it, don't you think? Well, I go by you now. I know it's silly, but it's what I'm used to. What are you two talking about? Yeah, what are you two talking about? Oh god, I didn't know you were here. It's nothing, let's just move on. Oh hell no, I ain't dealing with Fludge the whole trial. I'd rather go to sleep and miss my own trial than listen to him. You know what? Maybe I will. I'm off to sleep. Back to old habits, I see. Well, can we call our first witness to the stand, please? Hold on, I remember you. Yeah, it took you long enough. Anyways, I'm here to testify on the murder I saw, right? Objection! Hold on, how did you see the murder if you were in your room the whole time? If I remember, there was an alarm set on your doors. Oh, you'll see. Well, shall we get things started with our first testimony of the night? Yeah. What a corny ass. Keyhole. Right, so I was doing my thing with the keyhole on the door. And through it, I noticed Collar with a rope and gun. Of course, if I opened the door, it would trigger the alarm, so I stayed silent. What? What? That is an incriminating testimony. Shouldn't that make Collar the #1 suspect? Maxwell, do you know anything about this? I don't even know who Collar is. Objection! Okay, Sportsy. It appears you have made a mistake just now. Because if you're the police, who are you going to make the main suspects? The person who was seen in camera footage with the murder weapons. Or the person the Femboy cat robot says had the weapon. Well, I mean, that's right, the person who was seen on camera. And thus that explains your question. But still does not explain why Collar was seen with the weapons. That is what cross-examinations are for, Sportsy. Speaking of cross-examination, shall we start one? Yeah, just begin the cross-examination. I'm doing my thing with the keyhole on my door. What is your thing? Trust me, Sportsy, you don't want to know. Oh, but I bet deep down you want to know. I want to know. I'm quite intrigued. Hit me up after the trial and I can show you. Just don't... Run through it. I noticed Collar with a rope and gun. Any details on what he looked like? To be honest, he looked rather normal. Here is a little sketch I drew of him. His walking was kind of stiff, but then again, he always looks stiff. He also looked a little bit empty inside. It's a running joke that even though he wears a mask, you can always tell his facial expression. I can do that here, though. Maybe that's just because I'm a robot. Are you sure you weren't just seeing things? Like maybe you had a glitch or you were hacked. Yeah, maybe someone put something in your brain when you got fixed up. Well, I was fixed up by Collar, and I don't think Collar would code me so I could think he murdered someone. Alright, so it's the suit in the basement was filled by something, then. I don't know what, but of course, I opened the drawer, it would trigger the alarm, so I say silent. What does the alarm sound like? The alarm sounds a bit like... They didn't get me that time. I was expecting it that time. Can't fucking get me twice. Okay, a copy of Collar's gas mask which has the rest of his attire stuff inside. You sure it was Collar? I don't see why not! They had the whole gas mask and everything. You sure it wasn't someone else under the mask? Double, triple, rainbow share! What are you trying to say? Do you have any evidence for it? Well, a spare copy of Collar's arm was found in the bunker. It's easy to say that someone else was under that suit and killed Terry. Objection! Someone else, like Maxwell. Haha, maybe think before you speak. That testimony from Tager was your chance to accuse Collar of being the killer. But no, you object to it anyways. Well, I'm sorry for just trying to state in facts and trying to find the truth. Besides, I don't think Maxwell has the body shape to wear Collar's suit. Well, I hate to tell you this, but Maxwell is most likely the killer. Also, Maxwell has invisible body parts he could use to fit into the suit. How else do you think he's holding those Pop-Tarts? He is correct on that. Well, maybe we can bring Collar out. See what he has to say about this. Trust me, you are digging your own grave. But hey, it makes things easier for me.
Aw, does that mean I have to leave now? That was short.
Maybe you have a longer and harder to decipher testimony next time. Alright then, bring in Collar. Oh, Collar and Nux. Fancy seeing you again.
Afternoon. I'll get straight to the testimony.
Oh, alright. I was hoping you would have some cool build-up, but never mind. Hey, not every trial has to be all cinematic. Says you. Last trial you're breaking the law with that document just to get me gutsy. Grow up.
Can y'all be quiet? My testimony reveals the killer, so if you want that not guilty verdict, listen up.
The true killer is...
Tager. I saw him with a gun and rope in the hallway just outside the crime scene after climbing out of his cell to avoid the alarm.
You've got to be taking the piss. Tager is accusing Collar and Collar is accusing Tager? What the... So should we bring in Tager and confront him about this? Don't bother, it'll just end up as a he said, she said situation. Either way, one of them is lying. About who? Well, you may begin cross-examination, but we also found the Tager head. So technically it doesn't have to be either of them. Saw him with a rope and gun in the hallway just outside the crime scene after climbing out of his cell to avoid the alarm. How would he climb out of his cell?
In the upper left of the cell is a hole in which Dave chucks down supplies that Tager requests. With some hardcore parkour, I suppose a flexible robot like Tager could easily escape. Not sure why they would want to do that when he has everything he needs in there.
Perhaps someone could have given them an order to escape the cell and do the kill?
Although considering they've become very sentient, they could have done it independently for whatever reason.
Hey Dave, if you're the one who delivers Tager their supplies, you could have given them the command to do the kill and when doing so. I could say the same thing about you. Hey Maxwell, you're the one who delivered the anonymous killer their weapons. You could have done the murder when doing so.
On a similar note, Dave, why does Tager act the way he does?
What do you mean?
He only started becoming a degenerate after you were put in charge of monitoring him. You did always talk about wanting to be in a relationship with a submissive...
That is enough. Having no family is hard sometimes. I can get kind of desperate. If I object with Tager's head, will that just work? Yeah, okay, perfect. Then it doesn't matter. Hold her right there, Collar. The only reason we aren't accusing you as the killer is because someone could have been wearing your suit. But the same thing works with Tager. An empty copy of his head was found in a back room of the bunker, which implies that the rest of his body is probably sitting around here somewhere. What I'm saying is... someone could have been disguised as Tager. Bro, that was another chance for you to accuse someone and get guilt away from Maxwell. You fumbled it. If I'm gonna accuse someone, I want to be 100% sure they're guilty. But how are we supposed to know who's lying, Collar or Tager?
I swear to God I'm telling the truth, and I'm sure Tager's telling the truth also. They are a robot, they cannot lie, and no one could have told them to lie if there was a stuck in that room.
Hold up, what if there was a third person who disguised themselves as Collar and Tager? What to create confuse us and hide their identity? That third person must be Maxwell. Objection! You could get away with saying Maxwell could be under the Collar suit, but not with Tager. Tager's shell's metallic and skinny. Maxwell could not fit under that. But then, who is really the third person? Objection! I think it's you, Fludge. Me? You cannot be serious. Oh, but I am. Sportsy, think back to where you found Tager's head in Collar's suit. What do you... Oh, shit. Fludge's armor was... That is right, Sportsy. His armor was found in relation to the disguises used. Care to explain, Fudgy? Just tell the truth. Yeah, I stole it. There was a Chimplab Veb that crashed, and inside was this armor that I'm wearing now. I thought it looked cool, so I just took it. Well, I ain't believing that. But hey, you're not the person I'm prosecuting, it's Maxwell, so... You're prosecuting. Last I checked, I am the prosecutor. Ah, Mr. Monkey, you're here. Sorry, I was just sorting out my documents. Who is this purple guy in my stand? It's me, Dave from work. Never mind. Hey, can I take the witness stand? I mean, if you know something about the murder, sure. Cool, cool. Alright, Critter, welcome in, Beats. I hope you're doing good. It's good to see you. What the fuck is this? It's a satire Ace Attorney game. It's so fucking funny. It's so funny. We are on the last case. So it's all heating up. Brain rot sim. Yeah! My shit. My shit. Greg fled the scene. Oh my god, I wonder where you'll find him. Where do you think he could be? Where would he have gone? That's crazy. That's crazy. After you called him Shirley, too. Name and occupation, please. Dave, former prosecutor, just got demoted to witness. Before I do my testimony, though, Sportsy, as much as I joke around, I do actually hate you. Just because your mind got wiped does not mean you can escape your sins, sinner. My job is boring as hell. Seeing family was my one escape. And now they're gone. How would you feel if your whole family died? Oh wait, you don't have any. So you will never know the feeling of your heart being cold and hard and petrified,
Yikes,
you monster.
forever.
Despite all that, I still can't decide whether you should live or die. Is that a fucking song reference? Are you really still a sinner? Should I still try and take you out? Or are you really a new person? Anyways. I can tell in his voice. He's serious. I really kill people? Hey. If it helps. My family has done some really bad things. It's hard to explain. They're like really cult-like. Burning down villages, burying people alive, that kind of thing. When I was born, people wanted to hunt me down to end my bloodline. And I don't blame them. I ended up running away to Salesman Bot City, hoping I could escape the cult. But I ended up just walking into another one. Well, at least you weren't the one doing those bad things. I apparently was. Well, I don't see it like that. I think we are rather similar. Objection! Be quiet and let the witness speak. Process of elimination. Alright, first of all, why is Terry even the victim? Well, to answer myself, it's mostly because of how unspoken he was against Chimp Lab. So the killer would most likely be someone who is loyal to Chimp Lab, and thus would want him dead. It cannot be the CEO, as he does not have a connection to the case, and the vice CEO is missing. Mr. Monkey is rather new as a higher-ranking employee, so wouldn't be that loyal. And the other high rankings are either dead or in prison. Good thinking. Correct! Dang, how do I object to this? Aw man, he fell asleep. What about you, Fludge? Oh, he went to the toilet. Guess I have to face Mr. Monkey and Dave on my own. Here's your big challenge. Defense. Good luck. You may begin cross-examination. Why is Terry even the victim? Maybe it's because... Hold it! That is a rhetorical question, don't answer it. Alright. Fuck, dude. Mostly because I haven't spoken to those against Chimp Lab. Can you name any examples? Hold it! Have you gained amnesia? First of all, there was the time he was involved with the murder of 2 Chimp Lab employees in Case 1. It was revealed he lived on Chimp Lab property against their wishes in Case 2. In last case, I saw him warning you about Chimp Lab. All of that combined should answer your question. The killer would most likely be someone who's loyal to Chimp Lab and thus want him dead. What counts as being loyal to Chimp Lab? Similarly, people who don't want the company to shut down and lose their jobs, such as higher-ups. However, there is a contradiction, as no one within Chimp Lab could have done it because, well, just listen to the rest of my testimony. It could not be the CEO because he does not have a connection to the case, and the vice CEO is missing. I mean, the Chimp Lab CEO owns the company, and building the murder took place in, so technically they are linked. Of course, but Sportsy, there was no activity done by the CEO around the time of the murder. They could have been secretly dead the whole time and no one would know. Nor would it matter. Thus, they are off the table. That doesn't seem right, okay. Okay, so maybe that's the problem then. Mr. Monkey is rather new as a higher employee. I don't think he'd be that loyal. I don't see a problem with this. When Mr. Monkey revealed that he became a higher up, it was back in Case 2 last week, so... Wait, why did he even become a higher up? Seems like I forgot. High ranks are dead or in prison. Can you go through them one by one? Mr. Gold and Crane are both in prison because of the murders they committed. Mr. Sad is long dead, and we just addressed Mr. Monkey. Oh yeah, there's Collar, but we already had him testify. Essentially, no one in the Chimp Lab hierarchy is the killer, so that leaves Maxwell's probably suspect. What about the lower ranks? Why the flip would a lower rank kill for Chimp Lab? They get paid minimum wage anyway, so I doubt they'd care for losing the job. Perhaps they could have some deeper motivation. Motivation? Bro, we aren't even close to figuring out a motive yet. Save that for later. Other high ranks are either dead or in prison. That's wrong, because Collar is a higher rank guy. I don't see it. Fuck. Okay. That's fine. Holy shit, wait! Is this my past as a murderer? That's fucking crazy. Objection. There's a new Vice CEO. Wait! The CEO does have a connection to the case. Kind of. A promotion was made almost immediately after the murder from the CEO to someone unknown to make them the Vice CEO. A bit suspicious, don't you think? Perhaps the CEO is the killer, and had an accomplice they promoted to Vice CEO for helping them. Why is everyone silent? Sportsy. Are you accusing the CEO? They're the most powerful person on the planet. They're above the law. They can pretty much kill who they want. And if you start accusing them even a little bit, you can say goodbye to your life. Even if you wish to take them down with you. Their identity is a complete secret. There is no evidence that even hints at someone as high up as them being in the bunker. Objection! I believe there is evidence that hints at someone super hot being at the crime scene. This. Is it the key card? There were 2 key cards of different ranks on the scene. One being super high up and the other being a normal key card. Both with the same ID, meaning that the CEO might actually be undercover in his own company. Or at least something like that. Sportsy! Back off! You're gonna get yourself killed. I may hate you with all my heart, but I would never wish what the CEO does to people on my worst enemy, aka you. But I know you're gonna go ahead and go after them anyways. Gosh, it's a bitch convincing people to like you to shut up. Anyways, there's no hint to who the CEO is. Their identity is top secret, no one is connected to them. Well, I think otherwise. This evidence shows how someone may know them, who the CEO is, and be connected to them. Pop a fucking save right here. Oh boy. The hierarchy page? The Vice CEO. Yes, the chart clearly shows the 2 are connected. Whilst the Vice CEO's identity is also a secret, there is more easy to uncover due to them being less important. And we have a huge lead on them. This. Uh-oh. Fuck. What? What? The plan? The Vice CEO was plotting rebellion against the CEO before being killed, and then subsequently replaced by the unknown person during the murder. All we need to do is look at the lineage of who is in line to be the Vice CEO, and we got them. Objection! I have a strict guideline to myself to get a guilty verdict no matter what. However, since this topic is personal to me, I shall speak the truth. As I told you, I was in line to become Vice CEO, but I was snubbed. The CEO took the Vice CEO position and gave it to the unknown person during the murder. Despite it being new to Chimp Lab, I am still a little mad. Who the Vice CEO was before he died, I forgot. You forgot? Yes. Objection! Wait. I think we might have the evidence to figure out who the previous Vice CEO was. The one who planned the rebellion against the CEO. Alright. This is the big one. I have to put everything I know together to figure this out. Not just the evidence from this case, but also everything I know about Chimp Lab from the previous cases. Even the little details I may have forgot. This seems like the one beacon of hope left. Oh my god. The Vice CEO is this person. What? Oh my god, what? Ian Hawke? Wait, is it Ian Hawke? I'm picking Ian Hawke. In some areas that does make sense. But no, I want to be 100% sure with my answer. Just think back. What is the biggest hint I have to the identity of the previous Vice CEO? How did Mr. Monkey even become a higher up in the line for the position of the Vice CEO in the first place? Once I figure that out, I've got it. Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember. Hara? Counter! Wait, it was Hara. Okay. Wait a moment. There's no way. The high-ranking position that Sir Monkey killed Hara to try to get is the same position I've got put in. Kind of. Mr. Monkey, you told me that the position you have was only given to you because of Hara's death. Did you mean... Yes. I remember now. I was given Hara's position as a Chimp Lab higher-up after he got killed. But he was not just a higher-up, but also the Vice CEO. Hence why I should be the Vice CEO right now. Hara? That's the victim from Sir Monkey's case. That is right. Man, fuck Sir Monkey. If he hadn't killed Hara, then perhaps Hara would be by our side right now to help us defeat the CEO. This also explains why Sir Monkey was killed. He knew too much about Hara and killed him for his spot, and so the CEO strike back at him. Hara, he was the Vice CEO. He was a fan favorite amongst the office, always had the best interests of everyone in mind. Haha, I'm so dead for saying that. So how does Hara being Vice CEO tell us who the CEO really is? What other times has Hara been mentioned? Wait. Wait a moment. I do know what you were talking about. I talked to a guy from Chip Lab once. His name was Hara. He came to me with a gas mask fellow who proclaimed himself as Hara's boss. We talked about ownership of the desert. I ignored them though. They didn't have enough aura for me. Salesman Bot mentioned Hara saying that Caller was the superior. But there's only one guy who could be the Vice CEO's boss. CEO himself. Objection! Since the prosecution seems to not be doing his job, I will do it for him. None of this explains why Maxwell is being framed. Objection! I have an objection myself. The classified document. I presented the CEO's document in court last trial in an attempt to get one last win. It did not work. The point was the CEO probably has it out for me. So tried to kill two birds with one stone by killing Terry and framing me to get us out of the picture. Hey guys, I'm back from the toilet. Did I miss anything? A lot. I will explain everything. Guard! Bring in Caller, please. I have some questions. He ran away. What? I saw him with his ear against the door to this courtroom. When he noticed me, he just started running. He got in his car and booked it out of here. Pretty sure he hit some people on his drive out. He may be wearing a mask, but I could tell how scared he was. Unfortunately, with a witness, or, well, suspect escaping, this trial cannot keep going. I must force a second day of investigation. Court is adjourned. Please do any further discussion in the lobby. Did we just do it? Seems like we did it. We got his ass running away. I'm still the main suspect, but we can sort that out tomorrow. Hey, have y'all seen Dave? Yeah, he left earlier. He seemed panicked and scared. He took Tiger with him as well. My theory is that he plans to use Tiger as a self-protection robot or something like that. He has the right mentality, though, and so should you. Chimp Lab is still as dangerous as ever. So if I were you, I would not sleep in my own bed tonight. No doubt he is trying to figure out how to kill us all right now. Something wrong. This does not feel right. Caller does not seem right as the mastermind. The CEO has built up so much, and he ends up being exposed over something so careless? I'm sure it's fine. Oh, something you want? Have you seen Tiger anywhere? Never mind. Just ignore them, there's probably nothing. Well, I'll be getting back to my prison cell. I will get to doing some research on how Caller has been getting away with all these crimes. If Mr. Monkey is to be believed, we should probably think about where to sleep tonight. Perhaps we should go camping in the Great Forest. Never again will I ever be so hopeful as I was at the end of that trial. As all it did was come back to bite me and make things worse. And besides, that was not even the real first trial. Things haven't even gotten started yet. Shit. 90 Bobucks gained. 100 Bobucks. Used evidence removed. Recommended savior. Alright, well, we're gonna call it there for tonight, because apparently we got a fucking lot more to go. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.